I would like to comment on the following because you have restricted our commentaries on those things we differ from, and not even to support those things we have supported. On the economy, I do not agree that the exchange rate of the naira be expressed in terms of the amount of the foreign currency equivalent to 1 naira, and not so the amount of naira equivalent to the foreign exchange. What this means, Mr. Chairman, sir, is 1 naira as of today's exchange rate will be expressed as $0.0071. You cannot pronounce that. 0.0071, in fact, is less than a cent. It's 0.7 of a cent. Will anybody be able to understand that? Or 0.0039 of a pound. Will anybody be able to express that? So when you write it up, that is my problem. Therefore, I think the reverse note should be used as before. Secondly, Mr. Chairman, on monetary policy, re-inflation. The committee recommends that to tame inflation, the rate of monetization of petrodollars, especially from petroleum windfalls, should be kept under strict control without actually proposing any action in this regard. So therefore, Mr. Chairman, I think enough has not been done, and it should be specific to say that such petroleum windfalls and other windfalls should be invested in such such windfalls arising from petroleum windfalls, excess crude revenues, licensing fees, privatization funds, and all other revenues not budgeted for over and above the budgetary provisions should be invested in regenerative ventures like exploration and development of new mineral resources and reserves around the country. And also on projects that will improve on the image and integrity of the nation. Example, researches in science and technology and in other forms that will bring Nigeria to be the leader of Africa in the Community of Nations. On the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Committee on Economy recommends that the Central Bank should no longer be involved in the selling of foreign exchange to end users. It should sell to the banks on a wholesale basis for onward sale to end users or market forces. Mr. Chairman, sir, I want to differ with them because Nigeria today is still a soft currency country and will remain so until we become an industrially and technologically developed country, which may take years to come. The currency, when it is traded that much, becomes a commodity. And with the pageant of Nigerian system, people are out to hurt them, and they do hurt them, and they do take them through all kinds of things like round-tripping and money laundering. And therefore, there should still be a sum of control. Why I support that it should be so, but there should be some control to amend that version to also include very stiff penalties of criminal nature against abuse, like loss of license of the defaulting bank and the prosecution of the executives. Secondly, the bank should periodically, in fact monthly, it is done even in the US, report such sales to such end users, to central bank and other agencies, particularly security agencies, for monitoring and statistical control. Mr. Chairman, on the Committee on Models and Structures of Government, on page 12, on paragraph 12, subsection 1, on creation of states and boundary adjustment, the committee says that the annexure attached contains the list of requests for creation of states and local boundary adjustments. I would like at the end of that sentence, the sentence ends with adjustments demanded. Mr. Chairman, I would like also a phrase to be added, adjustments demanded or as may be demanded to take care of those requests that had not been submitted at this conference, because this conference is not the end of Nigeria, Your Excellency. and future requirements from other people. Now, I find myself a very difficult situation. National Chairman NPP and a chosen of the South-South zone. On whether the zone or the state should be the federating units, I contend that the states, as presently constituted, or as may be constituted in future, be the federating units. But the states within the zone should be encouraged to cooperate among themselves to evolve a zonal organization for the management of common services and interests within the zone, such as zonal infrastructure and economy. Mr. Chairman, sir, I'm very amused that all along I've only heard one person talk about education in our country. The importance of education is the primary objective of any nation to develop its people. Without going into too much, I would like to say that education should be devolved into the state and local government tiers of government and also the private sector. But the federal government should take care of special interest education to produce high-level development in science, technology, research, administration, health, and business and leadership. It happens everywhere in the world. U.S. does it, and you know the Leeds University in the U.S., Great Britain does it, you know about the Ox Bridge. Japan has it. In fact, if you want to be a civil servant in Japan, except you attend that university, you are not qualified. Europe has it. So we should have special institutions in this country that should prepare our future Nigerian leaders with strict requirements. And therefore, I propose that the present federal universities should be converted to centers of excellence, super education, for the attainment of national interest, while the other state universities and other state education institutions be devolved to the states and local governments and private sector and polytechnics. On the rotation of the presidency, I want to support my friend who talked about vertical and horizontal rotation. But that only and only when the rotation has gone through the 6 zones. Historically, there is still one zone that has not tested in any form whatsoever the seat of presidency or heads of government or leadership in this country. And if we are talking about justice, justice should start from that zone. And I recommend that that should happen. On resources control.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.